Hi everyone, this is Dr. Gerhard Stein, and this video is a screencast of my computer so that I can give you an idea about some of the technology demands for this class and just a general look at what our Sakai site looks like and to talk you through a few features. Really, the technology for this course is pretty simple, and especially after spending the second half of last semester online, you are probably fairly familiar with Sakai, so I think this will be pretty simple. Here on the screen is the homepage for our site. You see here the title of our course, Introduction to Music, and when you log in, this is what it looks like here on the front page. Over on the left are all the tabs for the different lesson pages in the course and the tools that you'll need to use as you navigate our course. And the first one that I want to go to is the Getting Started page, which is right over here on the left toward the top. So I'll click on that. This takes you to a page that just gives you a few tips for an overview of our class, and there is a link here to our course syllabus. It gives you the schedule, and there's also a checklist of assignments that I think is really helpful. So let me scroll down a little bit. Here you see the schedule for our units. Week 1 is the Introduction and Elements of Music, 2 separate units. The introduction is really short. You can do that easily in a day if you have a few hours, or over the course of 2 days. So Introduction to Elements of Music is week 1. Week 2 is classical music. Week 3 is jazz music. Those 2 weeks have the most separate lessons in them. The bulk of the content are in those 2 weeks. And then the last week is the shortest week in the class. And so that unit during week 4, which is on world music, is a little bit abbreviated from the others. So that's our schedule. Course activities gives you a list of some of the things that you'll be doing. Of course, you'll be listening to music. We'll do lots of reflecting and reporting back on the music you listen to. There are reading quizzes on the readings in the course, listening assignments, which are essentially listening homework. And at the end of each week, you wrap up your learning. And this area here just kind of gives you a little bit more idea about that. Course syllabus, I encourage you to click on this link and to open up the course syllabus and save a copy somewhere on your computer. Of course, you can access it here. Another really useful tip, so that this document here, a checklist of assignments, this helps you keep track of what's due and in the correct chronological order. And again, I encourage you to download a copy and save it on your computer, or print a copy if you'd like, and use that as a checklist to check off the assignments as they come and go in our course. Let's see. There's also an introduction video from me, which you know that because you've seen it right here on this page. And one last thing on this Getting Started page here at the bottom, excuse me, is the class introduction. So it's really nice in an online course for you to give a brief introduction of yourself. There is some interaction with your peers in this class, especially at the end of each week with the wrap-up essay, and you'll respond back to one another. And to just give a quick introduction using the Sakai forums, and you will see that here. And I'm going to actually take you through this. So here are the prompts, just the instructions on what to do for your course introduction. At the very bottom of the page, if I click on this class introduction, it takes you to the Sakai forum. Here it is, class introductions. I just posted my own introduction, so if you click right here, you can see that. Hello from Dr. Gerhard Stein. When you're ready to type your introduction, here at the top, you go to Start a New Conversation. I'm going to click on that, and this title, give it a title, either just your name or hello from you or some other interesting title if you'd like. And then when you complete your introduction, click in this box here and type your response. And then at the bottom, you can post it. When you get to your essays at the end of each unit, sometimes it's tempting for students to, actually, I encourage you to write your essay in another document, like in Microsoft Word or in Google Docs. And sometimes students will post just the link to their assignment here in the text box, and I encourage you to copy and paste and put the text there. It's we can't always open your attachments, so just think about that as you get to the first end of unit essay, and you might be tempted to post an attachment rather than to copy and paste the text into this box. Always put just the text into that box. It's really helpful. It's useful for both myself and for the other students in our class. Okay, so I'm going to cancel this and go back out to all the tabs here on the left. So that's the Getting Started page with some useful things for you. The course units are right here at the top. I mentioned week 1 is the Introduction to Elements of Music. These will open up this Friday, tomorrow actually, May 29th at 6 p.m. for you. You won't be able to see these if you open it up sooner than that. But they'll open up then, and you'll be able to see all of the content for that week's work. Week number 2 is on classical music. There's the tab here. Let me open up this tab. When I click on this, it shows you all the lessons that are here. 6 different lessons, and there's always a front page to each of these units. So I'm going to click on classical music and go to the front page. And previewing the content for each week is a really useful thing. So this is classical music, which is week 2. And let's just take a look at this front page, which helps give you a preview. So at the top is a little bit of narrative about classical music, some key concepts. There'll be a video here on a project that you need to do during this week. There is a call-out box for the reading. One of the chapters, there are 2 chapters to read during this unit. So this tells you to get started reading chapter 8. Then instructions about the project that you have for the week. And then at the bottom, all of the lesson pages for the different content in the week. And as on the Friday when the lesson becomes open to you, available, I suggest that sometime either that day or over the weekend, preview the learning for the next week. It will just kind of help you budget your time. And again, this unit here that I'm talking about, classical music, which is the second week of our course, is one of the larger units. Week 3 is jazz. That's also one of the bigger units in the course. So if you preview that, it just kind of helps you budget your time. Some other things that would be useful for you, the Sakai gradebook. This helps you keep track of your progress and your scores, the different assignments and quizzes in the class. I suggest that you check the gradebook fairly regularly. And the remainder really won't be that important to you because all of the links to assignments and forums and quizzes, all that is embedded in the lessons. And really it's pretty straightforward. When I take a course myself online, I like that course to be pretty organized and structured and to have fairly similar kinds of assignments and similar process of how you navigate through the course. And I think this course is designed that way too. Really, I think that's really about it. The technology for this course is fairly straightforward. You're always welcome to send questions to me via email. I'm pretty fast about getting back to you with email questions. This course is fully online. You work at your own pace, but I do check email regularly and I'll get back to you. If you post a question that I think everyone needs to hear the answer, I will either send a Sakai announcement or an email out to everyone. And actually that reminds me, let me scroll back up here. Let's go back to these tabs. At the top of the page are the Sakai announcements. And right now, actually what's there are drafts from future semesters of teaching this class. I'll delete all those. What I want to point out here is that announcements that I send to you will be archived here at the announcements tab, but they will also be sent to you via email. So I want to encourage you to make sure that you stay on top of your email from me. Check your email. When you're taking a course, you're going to want to check it every day or every other day. but also look for announcements about our course right here at the Sakai announcement tab. All right, well, I think that's all. I'm going to sign off now, and I really look forward to meeting you and having you work through the learning in this class, and I look forward to learning right alongside with you. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.